Here from Android Police, and this is the Samsung Galaxy S4. If you've ever played with the Galaxy S3, there's not too much different as far as the hardware goes. The screen's a little bigger, the sides are a little straighter, the bezel on the sides is smaller. The plastic is actually a little harder than on the Galaxy S3, so it feels a little bit better, but I still wouldn't say it's competitive with anything like the aluminum on the One X, or on the One, or the HTC One, or the Kevlar and metal on a Motorola Razr. But it's definitely an improvement over the Galaxy S3. Pretty much everything is in the same spot. It used to be you still have the menu button down here, and back button, hardware home button, which you still use to bring up Google Now, and recent apps and stuff like that. On the side is a volume rocker. On the top is a headphone jack and a microphone. On the back is a camera. Oh, and by the way, my camera is actually out of battery power, so I'm recording this with another Galaxy S4. So you should have a good idea of how the video recorder works. There's a power button, and on the bottom is a power jack, micro USB. I'm pretty sure this has wireless charging built in. There's no wireless chargers around here, but I've heard that it is built into the back of this. We'll have to see if it's Qi compatible or what. So I guess the only thing really different here would be TouchWiz. Well, the screen's better. It's a 1080p 5-inch display. Samsung says it's 440 pixels per inch, but I think it is pentile. So technically you're losing 1 subpixel for every pixel. TouchWiz pretty much looks like it has always looked. The status bar is a little different. It's transparent now instead of black. New features. There is this Air View is actually back, which is on the Note 2. If the email thing would cooperate. Here, go back. You can hover your finger over the screen, and it will just kind of figure out that your finger is hovering over it. So here, see, I'm not touching it, but I am selecting emails and getting a hover preview. You get a preview for emails, the gallery, video, and not too much else. So like the Note 2, it's a neat feature, but they're not really using it in a lot of places. There's air gestures now, so if you flick your finger in front of the front-facing camera, you can get it to scroll up and down like that, which, I mean, it works, but this is still easy and a lot more responsive. Another way you can get it to scroll is if you flick it up and down. It needs to see your eyes for this to work, so I don't know if it'll work with me holding the camera. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Again, this is not as quick or responsive as just using your finger. It actually works a lot like Chrome's experimental tab flip, which does the same thing. And, you know, that's not very responsive either, so I don't know. I never thought anything was wrong with this. There's a couple other software features. They made their own version of Google Translate. They have their own app store, which is really pretty. If it'll load. Not that part. That part's not pretty. Let's go back. Back? Nope. I cannot stand Android's back button. Back. Back? Oh, no, okay. That's the wrong link. What we want is Samsung Hub. Samsung Hub shows apps, and that was called Samsung Apps. So I thought it was Samsung Hub, but it isn't. Here we go, Samsung Hub. Let's see. We're loading. Oh, there's probably no internet here. I had it on earlier. Here we go. Yeah, it's really pretty. Kind of looks like Windows Phone, but still, just really nice. So this is like their content play. There's music, video, books, games, and oh, okay, apps isn't on here. That's interesting. So games are apps, technically, but games are here and apps are somewhere else, so that's odd. Okay, yeah, and here it kind of looks like the app thing does. This still looks better than the Play Store, so haha. What else? I think that's about it. I mean, there's a million software features, but they all are kind of a long-term use thing. So we'll definitely need to take a look at the new software stuff when we get a unit in for review. But for right now, for the quick stuff I can show you, that's about it. The Samsung Galaxy S3. Or 4.